How you doing? Mike McGroarty from mikesbackyardnursery.com and freeplants.com. Today I'm going to do a video and I want to show you how you can fix up your lawn without digging and chopping and rototilling and doing all kinds of a lot of work to get rid of some undesirable grasses in your lawn. I've got some big spots of crabgrass in my lawn that you can see right here. And then I've also got, I'll show you this. This is a relatively small clump, but it's kind of a tall fescue, and this time of the year when I cut it, the top of it shreds and it gets all frayed. There's some of it right here, and there's a little bit more right here. And I want to get rid of that stuff, but I don't want to dig up my lawn. So basically what I do is I take some orange paint like this. This is inverted spray paint. It's used for marking lines. That means when you turn it upside down, it works, unlike regular spray paint. And I'm going to mark this stuff, just put an orange circle around it. I got a couple over here I want to do. And I mark them like that so I know what I marked. Now I'm going to go inside of that circle and I'm going to spray that with Roundup. The Roundup will immediately start to work. It translocates down through the root system of the plant, and it will completely not only kill the crabgrass, but it's going to kill everything in that circle that I spray. But then I wait about 3 or 4 days after I sprayed it, and then I come out. I don't dig it up, I don't do anything. I just sprinkle some grass seed over top of it. In this time of the year, this is September 11th actually. At this time of the year, if the temperatures are cool, it'll take the Roundup of about 7 to 10 days to really work. It really works in about 3 days. But it'll take 7 to 10 days before this will start to turn brown. But hopefully by then, the grass seed will start coming up. So just as this is turning brown and dying out, the grass seed that I planted will come up. So we'll take a break and then I'll show you. I'm going to spray this real quick. Now basically I've got Roundup mixed up in this 1 gallon pump sprayer. You have to be very careful. First of all, if you're going to put Roundup in a sprayer like this, don't ever use the sprayer for anything but Roundup, because if you were to put an insecticide or something in there later, you very well could still have some Roundup and you could kill whatever you're spraying. So you have to have a sprayer that's dedicated for Roundup, but these things are only like $12 or $13. When you spray, you don't want a real atomized pattern so when the wind blows it drifts. You actually want to turn your nozzle so you get more of a heavier pattern with heavier beads so it doesn't spray. Now I'm just going to go in there and I'm going to spray inside of these circles that I painted. So I want to get everything inside of there to make sure that I get rid of the undesirable grasses that I don't want in there. You can see that my spray pattern is not real wide. If it were wide, that would mean that it's more atomized and it would drift easier. That's it. I'm going to wait 3 or 4 days. I'm going to come back and I'm going to sprinkle some grass seed on there. All right, now I've given these areas that I sprayed about 3 days for the Roundup to work. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some grass seed on here. Now what I have here, this is called Fairlawn. It's probably a brand name. This is $12.99 for 5 pounds of grass seed. But when you buy grass seed, most people really don't have a clue. And they think that Kentucky bluegrass is the greatest thing, so I'm going to pay a little extra and get all Kentucky bluegrass. That's never a good idea, and I'll tell you why. Kentucky bluegrass actually takes 28 days to germinate under ideal conditions, and if you put down nothing but Kentucky bluegrass, the weeds are going to get ahead of you. You're going to have all kinds of weeds and stuff long before that bluegrass ever has a chance to germinate. So you want to buy a blend of grasses for a couple of different reasons. You want some Kentucky blue because there are diseases that just attack ryegrass, and if you have a 100% like pen fine perennial ryegrass lawn, you could lose your whole lawn. So that's why you use a blend. This particular blend has 30% Kentucky bluegrass, 14 or 15% Fortitude creeping red fescue. There's some Brooklawn Kentucky bluegrass, another 10% of that. There's about 3 different perennial ryegrasses in here, and actually 4 different. So that's why it's a good blend. This is a good middle of the road, maybe upper end blend of grass seed. When you're buying grass seed, it doesn't pay to try and save money because you're going to get a lot of undesirable stuff. You never want to use a grass seed that's got annual rye. They did that years ago. They used the annual rye as a nurse crop because it came up quickly and protected the Kentucky blue. But today you don't need to do that because these fine textured ryegrasses germinate just as quick as annual ryegrass. So all I did is I sprayed these circles with Roundup, and now I'm going to come out here and I'm quite literally just going to shake some grass seed over the areas that I sprayed. Just like that. You really don't need a lot. That's probably a lot more than I need. Same thing here. Just like that. As you can see, I didn't work very hard to repair these spots on my lawn. Now, when this Roundup starts to work, I'm going to have brown spots all over my lawn. I don't care. I want a nice lawn next year, so I'm going to put up with those brown spots this fall. But just as the brown spots start to come in, the grass really start to show up and they're predominant, the grass seed will start to come up. So it's a very smooth transition. I'm not going to do any digging, chopping, pulling anything out. And most of all, I didn't bring in any topsoil, because topsoil is full of weed seed. And when you bring in topsoil, there's no way of knowing what you're going to get, but I can assure you, you're going to get weeds. So basically, that's about it. That's a real quick and easy way to repair some spots in your lawn where you've got undesirable grasses that you want to get rid of, or undesirable weeds. I'm Mike McGroarty. Have a great day.